Let me ask you, Danielle, the Root.com, what is
Yes.
its focus?
The focus is for smart black people. Those smart black people.
Smart black people.
Take it back. We don't want it. Return to sender.
The video we're going to be looking at today is part of a series called Judge of Character.
Your hairstyle is cultural appropriation.
First of all,
He's not wrong, actually. Your hair looks like it was modeled after Shirley Temple after consuming a water bison.
oh my God, look what they're doing. They're treating me like a black person.
If they were treating you like a black person, they wouldn't care how racist you are. Because for some strange reason, it's socially acceptable to be racist when you're black because slavery and back of the bus, something, something, something. Which is wonderful news for an emotional midget like yourself.
Wait.
Am I real chocolate? Can I eat myself?
Welcome to Judge of Characters, where calling out racism does not make you a racist.
Ooh, this is gonna be a long day.
To all the racist trolls who've hated me before,
Racist trolls.
Which means anyone with a functioning brainstem.
I've been presenting the best in black Twitter hot topics for a year now.
Well, there's your first problem. You're mining socio-political topics from Twitter.
More like dragon racist, if you ask me.
I've actually sifted through your content, and most of the stories you've covered are murky at best when it comes to racial motivation. If you want to see me talk extensively about that, link in the description. See, my definition of a racially motivated crime would be committing a criminal act against another person because of that person's race. Your definition of a racially motivated crime would be white person do something to black person. That's not what they teach people in criminology class. Let's just say that.
And I've had it up to here,
You mean out to here?
so it's time to troll the trolls.
Well, I haven't been so excited since the last shit I took. Go on, please.
Since when does calling out racism and demanding change make someone a racist?
Since it became more about racial superiority than equality, it's like you start making macaroni and cheese, but then you end up making syphilis. How do you fuck up that badly? I don't know.
I hate to do the whole college paper thesis statement thing, but let's define racism so that we are all on the same page.
Racism must be a kind of cake because you are filled with it.
Racism is a belief that race is the primary determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. Where black pop culture shrivels up and dies in white hands, colonizers have this innate ability to zero in on parts of culture that they're not a part of. Whiteness is where cool goes to die. The undermelanated are guilty of grand theft culture, and all weak-skinned warriors are immediately sentenced to creating and consuming their own raisin-sprinkled, mayonnaise-splattered,
Unseasoned culture.
Did you guess it? You
Let us not forget that it's also a doctrine, political, and social system.
Now are we clear?
No.
Racism is so vast, it comes in all kinds of flavors. Institutional,
Nope.
individual, systemic,
Nope.
casual, internalized.
All of them flavors and somehow still so unseasoned.
You know, for someone who looks like they swallow water buffaloes whole, you sure are critical of food.
I know that addressing racism can make some white people feel attacked.
I know eating 16 pounds of butter in one sitting can make your heart feel attacked.
Good. You should feel something. God knows we do.
Except for me. When white people get accosted by racists, I don't feel shit. I've got ice cold Hawaiian punch in my veins.
Now, I know not all white people are racist.
You are a liar!
It's no surprise that these particular racists turn out to be my biggest fans.
Seriously, guys, thanks for the views.
Not only are you racist, but you possess the same idiotic narcissism as your average YouTube vlogger. Lovely. And am I crazy, or did you willfully admit your channel wouldn't be able to thrive without white people? That all your success is dependent not on merit, but on how much clicks and views you can get from racist white people, which are the people you claim to be against. And you're proud of this.
I smell coons. Smell the butter biscuits from the coons right now.
I'm a shitty person, but it's getting me views. And yeah, you are getting views, but compare yours to that of Hunter Avalon or James Alsop, or fuck, even me.
Get up on my lap. Get up on my lap. Get up on my lap.
But yeah, you know, congratulations.
To deny the obvious racism in this country is to deny the truth.
Well, I'm glad you agree that all the videos calling you out are necessary.
America is built on the legacy of legally granting rights and privileges to white people, but denying those same rights and privileges to all other races, especially black people.
And what does you being racist today have to do with racism 60 years ago? Do you realize you're in your 30s? That you were born and raised in a society well past the age of institutional racism? And you think you'd be happy about that and celebrate like, damn, look how far we've come. Like, holy shit. Nobody wants to enslave me or spray me with a hose for nothing. There aren't any coloreds only or whites only signs anymore. Mistreating us is not acceptable anymore. Wonderful. But no, you want to hold on to this shit like a barbecued turkey leg. When in reality, you're so emotionally weak, if you had to go through what your ancestors had to go through, you'd jump out of the first window you could fucking fit through.
You ungrateful bitch.
And while black people have progressed in a country that was designed to keep us from doing, racism is still alive and thriving.
It sucks, but racism is always going to exist. It's always going to be around, like murder, rape, or cardiovascular disease.
Just this year alone, we've seen a bold resurgence of white nationalists, black children getting kicked out of school because their natural hair violated school policies, and black people having the cops called on them for living life. But somehow, the trolls want to make me the bad guy for calling it out.
Holy shit, you're the bad guy because you use these individual cases of racism to justify the massive hard-on you have for white people. Just like how white supremacists use black struggle to justify their racism. It's not rocket science!
Let's look at the racist comments. Look at this comment about my video on the Stand Your Ground law. Blacks love violence until it's a white guy with a gun. What?
Of course, she uses the weakest comments to make her points. Because God forbid she actually use her fucking brain and actually argue the point, like in one of the high-rated comments on the same video.
What a manipulative bitch.
If I may.
No, you may not.
I am a burden. A burden to every troll out here thinking that racism exists only when people of color call it out.
You're suffering from a mild delusion.
What's even sadder is when a black person accuses me of racism.
Oh, y'all, isn't it bad when black people think for themselves? Walking around, living their lives, not getting caught up in a tornado of victimhood and racist cynicism.
First, let me thank all of the racists for contributing to my video views and the Roots page views.
Something ain't right.
Something about this didn't sit well with me, so I went back to her channel and, Okay, stop. I want to make a little correction. Turns out these numbers are actually 100% real. They're just 100% real on Facebook, not YouTube. Why would you show videos from your Facebook page when we're talking about YouTube drama? That makes no sense. Why would you do that unless you're trying to perpetrate for your subscribers to make yourself look better? All the people who call out your racism and can't stand you are on YouTube. They watch your videos on YouTube. She never once made it clear that these videos came from Facebook. Not once. She knows their channel is not popular on YouTube, so she pimps out her Facebook fame over her YouTube fame. You're not slick, Daddy. So yeah, my bad. Still kind of right, but still wrong too. So let's get back to the video.
I, Judge Danielle, call out racism. That does not make me a racist.
Where do I start?
It's looking like somebody's cleared this.
Where do I begin to tell the story of how great love can be? The sweet love story that is older than the sea.
Looking like somebody's cleared this.
The simple truth about the love he brings to me. Where do I start?
I call out racism. That does not make me a racist.
No, but this does.
I hereby sentence the comment creeping racist to a lifetime of racism. Everything you done to my people, already done to you.
Oh, thank you for ruining the integrity of a classic film. Thank you.
Thank you!
The Color Purple was written and directed by 2 white guys, by the way. Wow, you really can't stop your dependence on white people. All this talk about institutional racism when institutional cringe goes unchecked, and I, for one, am tired of it.
Everywhere you go, you will be judged by the color of your skin and the content of your whack-ass YouTube videos. Trolls can make all the videos about me they want to, but may I suggest a better use of time? Buy and use seasoning.
That is a joke. I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
This will be my final judgment. I'm tired of y'all, and I'm tired of racism.
Then may I suggest deleting your channel? Well, kids, we've had our fun, and now it is time for me to depart. If you'd like to see another racist pig roast, share this video,
Smash that like button.
subscribe, donate, or become a patron on Patreon. I just want to point out one thing before I go, though. It took me years to come up with 4 Riley Dennis videos. Guess how long it took to get to 3 Root videos? Only a few months. And less time than that if you factor out all of the hiatus time I took. So just keep that in mind. Okay, bye. I'm gone for real this time.